Dynamax Entei is now in Pokemon Go, and I actually have one right here with 3 people in it, but I need to get closer. But yeah, today I really want to get my hands on a shiny one, obviously, just to have it. But boy, does it just suck when you're just down to range of these things. Well, unfortunately, I missed the last lobby, but we do have this one now. It's a refreshed one. Every 30 minutes, they're going to keep popping in, and we're right next to the Pokemon Center, so that's why the people are actually doing this one right here. But the team I have is basically a Blastoise, a Kingler, and a Blissey. I want 2 tanks, and then I want the powerhouse after that. So basically, this thing is just meant to take all the hits. Let's just see what Overheat does to a Blastoise. Way too much. Got it. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, not great, but at least we've made it to that phase. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I don't know why. It was telling me to use Excadrill, which is a ground type, which makes sense, but Excadrill will get melted by this thing, so I highly recommend you don't use Excadrill at all. And Gigantamax Kingler is like the #1 damage dealer in the game when it comes down to water types at the moment. I don't know if there's going to be another one that beats it, because it's a really glassy but strong Pokemon. But as you can see, the amount of damage we're doing is pretty decent, but boy, that Overheat is not good at all. I really hope we don't get hit by too many of those. But that's also why we have a Blissey, because the Blissey is a massive tank. But now that we're done with that phase, it's time to move on to back to Blastoise. I mean, Blastoise is going to take this hit regardless. It's a large attack. But let's just do as much damage as we can with this thing, get as much energy as we can, and there's the Overheat. Goodbye, Blastoise, forever. And it's preparing another large attack. This is not good. This is not good at all. We might actually lose this one, but we got Blissey in here to tank a lot of hits, and of course we got to switch out, because Blissey will do like 0 damage. You do not want to use a Blissey. All right, Kingler, let's do this thing. Let's take this guy out. At least hopefully we'll make it towards the yellow. I might have to pop a mushroom, to be honest with you, because we are not doing tons of damage, but we should be able to get this done within a couple rotations as long as we don't keep getting massive attacked or large attacked. But it also doesn't help that somebody in here has a Sobble, so that's probably why we're not doing as much damage, but it is a water type at least, so we'll give him that. And there's another large attack. My goodness, this thing just wants to spam Overheat over and over and over again. That's not good at all. Now on the upside, the Blissey should be able to tank at least 1 or 2 of them, but let's just see what an Overheat does to a Blissey. Okay, well, it's not actually that bad, all things considered, but it's doing another large attack. So honestly, if we don't make it to the next Dynamax phase, I'm losing my Blissey. Yep, there it goes. I'm not throwing in the Kingler, because the Kingler's just gonna get melted, but let's get this energy at the very least. Honestly, I'm starting to think that if you get Overheat, you might want to just dip out and go back in later. Let's get the damage in here and hope that he starts wanting to attack people specifically, not like actually do large attacks for it. And I think I'm the only person who's Dynamaxing right now. That's really not good at all. And he's preparing another large attack, so at least people are cheering right now, but I have a feeling I don't think I'm gonna make it. But let's just grab the energy and see what we can do here. Come on. This Overheat's gonna take me out, isn't it? And yep, there goes the Kingler. That sucks. All right, let's try this thing again. Hopefully this time it doesn't have Overheat, because if it has Overheat, that'd be really bad for us. So let's see what happens. It's not preparing a large attack, so one's going to assume it's going to do a targeted attack, so it's actually targeting me. Let's try to dodge it. I don't know if this has actually like been buffed now. Oh my god, it doesn't even matter. Good lord. I don't know if they fixed the whole dodging glitch. I hope they have, because honestly that dodging glitch sucks. It really does. And there's no way Scorching Sands would do that much if I dodged it, right? Niantic, please fix that at some point. I don't know if you already have, but like it doesn't seem noticeable to me at least. 'Cause I've been doing these a lot. I've been doing solos on these things, trying to, you know, take these things out, and it doesn't seem possible anymore because it feels like the dodging mechanic just has been ruined. But as you can see, we're doing a lot more damage here, which is great. We might actually take this one out. Switch back to Blissey, just because Blissey is meant for this. It's meant to tank all the damage, it's meant to get us some energy, and it looks like we're already gaining a lot of energy. I'm also noticing that it doesn't seem to be attacking anybody specifically. Oh yeah, here we go. There's the large attack. Hopefully we can make it to some energy before it hits, but I think, oh no, we did make it. Awesome. Well, this team is going way better than the last one. I'm glad that this one's actually working out. So now that Kingler's in here, we'll do even more damage. As you can see, we do a lot of damage. So there we go. Let's use that wonderful bubble spray thing that he has. We're actually making it to the yellow, which is really nice. So bang, there we go. I think it's gonna be only like 1 or 2 more of these little phases, and then we'll be set. Switch back into Blissey, because there's a large attack incoming. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it's not Overheat, but I could see it being Overheat. And it's Fire Blast, which is equally as bad. I feel like that's gonna take out the Blissey anyways. Yep, there goes the Blissey. All right, okay, never mind. We don't have to switch in the Blastoise, because the Blastoise is already here. And then we're going to just switch into the Kingler again for damage. The Blastoise does decent damage, but you would rather have the Kingler. Gigantamax Kingler is your #1 water type for this scenario. So it looks like we're definitely taking this out, which is nice, but I don't think we're gonna take it out when it comes down to this phase. There we go, we're in the red. This is the first time we've seen an Entei in the red. Come on, buddy, let's just take you out real quick. Though somebody did Dynamax their Blissey. Hopefully they're using it to heal or something like that, because that Blissey is not doing any damage. Let's switch back into Blastoise, because because we do not want Kingler to go away, and luckily Blastoise does have water moves, so this does help quite a bit. The amount of energy we're gaining is fantastic right now. In fact, there we go. I think this should be the phase that we actually take it out. At least hopefully this will be the phase when we take it out. And I'm just glad that we finally have taken this thing out, because I was worried it was going to be like hundreds of phases or whatever. You know, like Moltres was a pain. It was squishy, but it was a pain if you got the wrong moveset. But there we go. Entei has been brought down. Fingers crossed we get a shiny one. I really want to get a shiny one for the shiny living dex, just to have it as a Dynamax one. We get that rare candy, we get the candies and such. I'm not going to spend any extra. I'm just going to encounter it. It isn't shiny, unfortunately, and it's a 1952. Honest with you, I don't actually remember the hundo, so I'll have to look that up in just a second, but at least hopefully we'll catch this thing, and again, hopefully we'll get a shiny. So I just looked it up. He wants a 1984. That is the hundo for this thing, and it's also a pretty darn good book. I do hope we catch this one, but I am running out of Goldens, and it keeps double rocking me, so I'm gonna have to switch to like normal Razzes or something. On the upside, you don't have to use anything like an Nanab or anything. These never attack, which is nice, but there we go, a great curve. And also something you should do is use Freeze Shock or use Ice Burn during this time. It would actually make this thing easier to catch. Luckily, this one isn't good, so I'm not gonna bother this time, but I think I'm gonna activate it for the other ones. Well, that's very surprising. We actually caught the thing with a raspberry. Cool, I'll take it. It's not good though. I'm sure it's not that great. Yeah, it's not amazing, but hopefully this is the first of many. I've seen a lot of them around and not a lot of people doing them. Yeah, so there's one person over there that's doing them, so I guess there are a few targets around us, but it really seems like that one right there is the only one people are majorly going to. But anyways, I'm actually heading to the Kyoto Pokémon Center right now because something just dropped now, and there's a few items I want to pick up. The bag has been acquired, and I'll show you everything we got, but first, let's just take out this Entei real quick, which we just did, thankfully. Hopefully there will be a shiny here, but yeah, I'll show you everything that's in the bag later on, but it's some really fun stuff. A little bigger than I thought it was going to be kind of stuff, but whatever, we'll deal with it. But let's see if this Entei wants to be gray. It sure doesn't. Oh well, and a 1950 as well, not the best. On the upside, people are doing them, which is nice, and also I completely forgot to turn on the Freeze Burn or Freeze Shock ability, so yeah, we're gonna have to do that at some point. We've got Entei number 3 here. We should be, yeah, no, we're definitely gonna bring it down on this one, thankfully. So eventually we'll make that final attack. There we go. Sometimes people just really hold off from hitting that button. But anyways, we brought it down. Hopefully this one is the gray one. I really want to see it. So here we go. Let's check it out. I'm just gonna bypass it all. It's not shiny. 1960. At least this one's slightly better. Yet another Entei. Please be gray. Raikou took a little longer than I would like to say, so I'm really hopeful it doesn't take too many. So here it is right now. Nope. And, ooh, not good at all. Oh well. So hopefully, man, my thumb throws suck. I need to just put you guys down when I'm about to throw these things. Unfortunately, my usual spots have turned into other things, but they'll be gone in like 5 minutes. But luckily, a lot of people have been luring this area up with mossy lures and a lot of apples, which is great. They've been catching a lot of applins, and I did get a 98% somewhat recently. It's actually in the Pokemon Center store, which is above me now. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing in between, because it doesn't seem like there's a ton of people hitting every one of them, but occasionally there are some that I walk to. But this is a good spot to kind of hold down. Plus, if I want to get a drink, there's like a coffee shop right over here. So Kyoto's a really chill place to play, which is nice, and also we get hundos. Not even close. We're pretty much just going to 3 or 4 of the same spots at this point. There really isn't a ton of these out here. But thankfully this one was Entei again, and not it. 1931 as well. And you know when I said that I caught the other ones? Unfortunately, we did not catch the last one, and I don't know if I even want to catch this one. This one's pretty bad. This Entei was a little rougher than the other ones, unfortunately, but we still brought it down. Please be shiny. No, in 1953. Hopefully the other one turned out to be an Entei. I actually really didn't look. We finally got people for this one, thankfully. I've been standing here for a little bit, but we took it out. Very happy. I think I am gonna move on from this spot though, because there's so many around us, but there's really only 2 of them people really want to do. So hopefully the station's better, but also hopefully we just get the shiny right here, which would be great. Let's just skip out on this, and then we get a not shiny one, 1930. Beautiful. Blissey is very helpful for this. Like, I swear, there's so many nuke moves this thing has. When it doesn't have the nuke moves, it actually makes it a lot easier, but still not it. 1942. Somebody had a Venusaur in this one, which made it a little harder, but let's see what happens with this one. Please just be shiny. No, and oh wow, that's terrible. I do hope we get that shiny soon. I don't want to focus on these things during this community day. Maybe I might stay in this area, because a lot of people are starting to actually do these, but oh my goodness. And a 1919. That is not good at all. All right, this one, 1936, not it. I accidentally clicked this one before actually, like, you know, showing it to you guys, but whatever, not a huge deal. This is the only one that showed up. Every other one of them turned out to be a Chansey or a Squirtle or something like that. So as I've been saying, I think I'm gonna head over to Kyoto Station area and just see what we can do there. But is it shiny? It sure isn't. 1921, man, RIVs have just been the worst. Miraculously, there were people for this one. I'm very surprised, but maybe, just maybe, the one off to the side is the right one. It sure would be nice if it was, so no. 1960 though, at least they're going up. People are suddenly doing the side street ones, so I'm happy. Probably because they're forced to go to other places because all the normal ones aren't exactly working out. Either way though, we're getting them, I'm happy, and still not shiny. 1915, oh my goodness. Sad thing is that 1960 ran too, so that really sucks, but whatever. We got another set of them. There's actually like 3 right here, and people want to do them, which is great. But will this one finally be the one? It sure won't. 1928. Had to 3-man this one, unfortunately, but we still did it. But will it be the one? I really hope so. Please? No. Oh my goodness, 1917 is terrible. Eventually, we will get the shiny, and it's gonna be beautiful. Bless you to whoever sneezed. We've got something, though. Come on. Ah, no. 1934, 50 off. We are getting close to 20 encounters at this point, and it is a 1 in 20 rate, so it would really be nice if you just did it, but you're just not doing it. 1945. Back at a very familiar spot, but hopefully this time it chooses to shine for us, but it really doesn't. 1951. Entei, please. Yes. Finally. Oh my god, thank you, finally. 1944, it isn't good, but it sure is shiny. And I'm very, very happy about it. I don't even need a good throw on this thing because we are guaranteed to get it. But man, let me tell you, we've just been going off on this. To be honest with you, I don't actually know how many I've done. There's been a few that ran, but we'll look afterwards just to see how many there truly was. There it is. It is a 12, 12, 15. That's fine. It doesn't have to be good. It just has to be shiny. And there we go. Now it's Dynamax and everything. Oh man, so happy. Well, according to this, there's only 14 Dynamax Enteis in here, but a few of them have run, and to be honest with you, there's really no way to know except for editing me. Editing me can count them out, so I will count them up and have the total right here, but yeah, just really glad that we finally got ourselves the shiny, and it looks really good. Now that we've gotten that Entei, I think it's time to celebrate by getting some delicious ramen. There's a place in Kyoto Station called Ramen Row, and we've already been there once on this trip so far, so we're gonna go back, and I don't know if I'm gonna get the same ramen because that Wagyu ramen was amazing, but let's see what else they have, and maybe I'll change my mind and get something different, but honestly, I just want to celebrate. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys, I just went into the first place I saw because it looked fantastic. It's not the Wagyu place though. This place is more of a black ramen, which I believe is a little saltier than usual. And while we wait here, unfortunately, Pokemon Go isn't the best. I think I can reach one stop, but I definitely can't lure it up or anything like that. I didn't even want to pick that egg up, but thankfully it was only a 2-kilometer egg. But yeah, I guess while we wait here, I could Necrozma or something like that, but I'm really excited for this ramen. Apparently it's really good. I've decided that because I have 2 more particle packs, I'm just gonna do these until I'm out of them, you know, just might as well. But while we do this, I actually do have a bit of a story time for you, because something kind of fun happened. As I was walking over to the Ramen Row area, I saw this kid like jumping up and down with joy, and I was kind of curious like why he was doing that. As I passed him and his father, I looked down at the phone and realized they were registering a shiny Cresselia, which was super cool for them. Obviously, I didn't record it because that's a father-son moment thingy, not for me to intrude on, but it was just kind of cute to see, you know? Because the kid's like, I would say like 6 or 7 years old, definitely very young, but that's what I like about Pokemon Go, you know what I mean? Like the fact that they're just having a really cool memory that they just made together, and hopefully they get lucky with that Dynamax Shiny Entei as well, but yeah, it was just a cool little thing to witness, you know? Very heartwarming. Also, let's make sure I switch over. I don't want to bring in a freaking Dynamax Blissey. Alrighty, let's see what happens. This is the second to final one. Back to back? Oh, no way. Back to back. Let's go. Technically, this is back to back. I mean, it took us a little bit to get the first one. Then this is the next one right after that, so alright, we'll take 2. Happy. Here's the very final Entei of the day, or at least for me. Obviously, it won't be the last one, period, for a lot of people. But let's claim all the items, and let's see if we can go 3 for 3. That'd be insane. So, no, we don't. 1928 as well, so no hundo for me. I might do a couple tomorrow here and there, but I think I'm good. Well, it looks like we did 24 Enteis today, and we probably could have done more, but honestly, I'm happy with the shinies. Even though it's a good fire type for Dynamaxes, I already have a hundo Charizard and a few other really good fire types, so I think I can just leave it here. But before we wrap up the video, I do want to show you the stuff we got at the Pokémon Center. And there's only 3 things, but I really like them. them. For starters, we've got this Geodude clothes hanger. I just absolutely love it. It's so dumb. And to be honest with you, I thought about getting more of them, but just seeing how big they are, and technically they're a little up there in price. Not terrible, but they're a little up there. I think I'm happy with just one, but basically it's the arms hold the shirt, and basically his head pops out of like where the neck hole is. It looks pretty cool. I would show you. In fact, you know what? No, I'm gonna show you. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I might pick up one more, maybe, if we've got the room for it, because I love it. It's so stupid. Next up, we have this, a Snorunt refrigerator deodorizer. So basically how it works, as you can see on the back here, is it has like a little hole that you can fill with deodorizer material so that if you have a smelly fridge, this kind of masks it up. And to be honest with you, it's gonna be easier to transport if I take him out of here, so let's just remove him real quick. And there it is. As you can see, there's the holes in the back there where you can have the scent come out and everything, and you can, I believe, open it up. Yep, there we go. We just take it out there. It's got a bit of a thing there. I could use it in the fridge back there, and Lord knows I could probably use it. But to be honest with you, I don't want to fill this with any residue as I'm about to fly overseas, you know what I mean? I don't want them to be like, hey, what's that? So we're just gonna keep it empty for now, but I do love this. And and it fits too, because it's a refrigerator, a cold place. Of course Snorunt would be there. And it's really well made. I mean, it just looks like a figure pretty much. Last but certainly not least, we've got the Trubbish trash can. I love this. You see, I want practical items for like in my office and stuff like that, and this little trash can's gonna be perfect. And I'm going to take him out of this, but I think I'm gonna put him back in once I'm done showing it to you, because I feel like it's gonna be easier transporting him this way, unless in the future I find a better way. But let's open it up. There it is, the Trubbish trash can. I really like this because obviously it's a trash Pokemon that holds on to trash. I'm probably not gonna use it for anything more than maybe like Pokemon packs or papers and stuff. Definitely no food is gonna go in here. I don't want it to get it all gross, but it's just fun. And one reason why I wanted this is because I've always wanted to get the Grimer trash can that I've seen out and about. Unfortunately, they don't sell these things. It's more of a thing that you kind of have to like own a business and like ask for one. They kind of rent them out. But whenever you feed them, it actually makes a Grimer noise, the Japanese noise. Obviously, it doesn't say Grimer. It's whatever Grimer's Japanese name is. And also, I've seen Garbodor trash cans that do the same thing. So maybe I need to find that in Tokyo and bring this guy and take a picture with them. But yeah, practical things, but I'm a huge nerd, so it's fun to have them. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for Dynamax Entei? They seem pretty easy as long as you have a decent team of 4 people with you, but I was able to do it with 3, so good luck. Also, let me know what you thought of all those Pokemon Center goodies. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. And so does YouTube, so you should definitely check it out.